if you click on this comment and click see comment, it's going to take you to a video that I showed of a gentleman who is just, his singing voice is so unbelievable, and he's singing Prince's Purple Rain, and he is crushing it. Right? Go watch that video. It's amazing. And this person says, great timing. I feel that Prince's performance at the Super Bowl is still number one all time. Thumbs up. I'm fond of Prince's Super Bowl performance because it was the Super Bowl halftime performance when my beloved Indianapolis Colts, yes, that is my team, the Indianapolis Colts, has been for years. I have the horseshoe tattooed on my back. When my Indianapolis Colts beat the Chicago Bears. Sorry. And that was the performance. And it was in the rain and all of that stuff. I think it was an okay performance. And there are going to be a lot of Gen Xers that are going, what the fuck are you talking about? And I think it was an okay performance. I still miss seeing rock and roll at the halftime show. I would like to see some classic rock bands and some 80s rock bands before we don't have them anymore play the halftime show. But, I mean, I'll put Bruno Mars above Prince in a heartbeat. Bruno Mars's performance was just electric. You know what I mean? There have been some good pop performances, and there have been some good rock performances. Prince was okay. I know people disagree with me when I say this one. Snoop and Dr. Dre didn't like it. I guess what bothered me maybe the most about that is the set, right? All of that shit. Strip it. I'm old school. Strip it down. Give me a stage. Give me Dre. Give me Snoop. Give me all of them on stage, crushing it together. I don't need all that shit. And so for that reason, I think it is I didn't like that particular halftime show, Dre and Snoop. But yes, Prince was good. It was okay. I don't think it was one of the best of all times. I think it was a good one. But while we're on the subject, can we get some fucking rock and roll? Can we? I would have loved to have seen ZZ Top play the Super Bowl halftime show. Now we've lost Dusty. You'll never have that lineup again. And they're getting old as shit. Van Halen never had a chance to play in its heyday. I mean, there are some bands out there. Let's get some rock and roll while we still have a chance to have some of these folks before they go. Here was my thought for a Super Bowl halftime show. I wanted to represent all the various genres humanly possible through female artists. Dolly Parton represents country, right? Stevie Nicks represents old school classic rock. You're going to have Beyonce come in, represent pop. Sure, yeah. Joan Jett for punk, right? Rap artist. Who would you have as a female rap artist, right? There are going to be a whole lot of different ideas on that one, and I haven't quite been able to figure out who the best female rap artist would be to represent rap. But you got pop, you got rap, you got country, you got rock, you got punk. Saying, man, that would have been a hell of a halftime. It could still be a hell of a halftime show. Just think about that. And think about this. The 80s is now back in popular demand, right? People are doing the moonwalk. People are listening to the old 80s tunes again. Now the 80s are to kids nowadays, kids, teenagers, and young adults. The 80s is to them now what the 1950s was to us back in the 80s. And so all of that shit's popular again. Let's have some 80s acts up there. Let's see some of those acts before we lose some of them. But yeah, Bruno Mars was... I know I'm rambling at this point in time, but I didn't really have anything prepared to talk about when it comes to the Super Bowl. Bruno Mars, I think, had a hell of a performance. I really liked Bruno Mars's performance a lot.